गुड आफ्टरनून, वणक्कम, हाउ आर यू ऑल। कैसा जा रहा है संडे आपका? सिर्फ खा रहे हो, मज़े ले रहे हो, या कुछ कर भी रहे हो अपने आप के लिए? आई वॉन्ट टू टॉक अबाउट सार्कोपीनिया। सुनने में बड़ा डरावना सा नाम है, बट वी ऑल गो थ्रू दिस एट सम और द अदर पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम एज वी एज. Worry not, fret not. Let's clear some facts and myths surrounding it. Okay. So sarcopenia is sarco is basically flex, the way your muscles flex, and penia is the loss. So basically, it's the involuntary loss of muscles that happens due to aging. Now, what exactly happens? Have you ever seen some old people struggling to open the lid of a jar? Or they are trying to do a very simple task, but they are not able to apply that muscular force, or they are trying very hard, but it doesn't gets activated from their side. Or have you seen some old people, where their legs and hands turn to be like a skeleton? They even face difficulty in walking properly. So here I am talking about sarcopenia. It's the involuntary loss of muscles due to aging. Now, why does this happens in the first place? There are two muscles in our body, especially the type 2B muscle that exists in our body. It's used for applying that strong force of action to do certain things. But as time passes with aging, these muscles go weak, and the conversion of the type 2 muscle to type 1 happens, and it's a weaker muscle basically. So what can we do to avoid it, and who face the risk of it? So basically, after 30s, you start losing the muscle at the rate of 3 to 5%, or around 3 to 8%. And after the age of 50, you start losing the muscle at the rate of 10 to 15%. Now, why does this happens in the first place? Have you seen this Western people, or those who are very much into active fitness? They age, but their muscles are so strong. You can see their calf muscles, their biceps, triceps, they are so strong. So, one of the main reasons of sarcopenia along with aging is aging doesn't cause sarcopenia or the loss of muscles, but the way your lifestyle is the culprit behind it. Sedentary people. Sedentary people are at a very, very higher risk of losing the muscles in the long run. Then the people who have very, very poor intake of protein are at the higher risk of losing the muscles. What can we do? Simple. Get up, start some strength training, resistance training for yourself. Start with two basic dumbbells or resistance bands. It's very, very easy to do all these exercises at home, right? So, the first solution to this is strength training and resistance training routine in your life. And it's even more essential that women, girls of all age include strength or resistance training in their routine to at least preserve the muscle mass that you have. So, what exactly happens, with this strength or resistance training? You move towards muscular hypertrophy. Now, it may not be in its full sense. We may not look that muscular or that strong as we see some gym goers or athletics or the power lifters, but at least it will help you to preserve the muscle mass that you have, and you won't be like someone as you age in your 30s, 40s, 50s, like you're not able to do a simple task by yourself. Then, second solution to this is please focus on your daily protein intake. Now, the RDA for the protein is 0.8 grams per kilograms of body weight. But as we see in India, India being predominantly vegetarian, the protein intake, even in non-vegetarians, it's very, very poor. You know, for someone with a weight of 70 kgs or 75 kgs, they need minimum 80 to 85 grams of protein every day. But when you figure out their diets, it's hardly 20 to 30 grams in a day. It doesn't even crosses 30 grams. So now you will understand this is the main reason why the loss of muscle happens in the first place, right? Because muscles need protein. They break once you work out or whatever activities you do, they are breaking down. If you are not providing protein to your body, they are breaking down to supply that protein to your body. So the first solution is to include strength and resistance training in your routine. Second is to focus on the intake of protein. Start with 1 gram of protein per kg of your body weight. So for example, if you are 65 kgs, you should have minimum 70 grams of protein daily. If you are vegetarian, try to complete it through vegetarian sources. If you are a non-vegetarian, go for non-vegetarian sources. Third thing, reducing unnecessary stress in your life definitely shows a positive impact, not just on the health but muscles as well. So long story short, changes make a long term impact in your life in terms of health. Not everything is going on for fat loss, weight loss, immunity, COVID, hashtag. There are certain things which should be a part of your routine. Do you even have to think if you should get up and brush your teeth? Then why do you have to think if you should work out or not? Or why do you have to figure out reasons for not doing it? So, this is especially for all my ongoing mentees. No reasons for skipping the workout. You have any pain, any issues, try to figure out the workout that you can do in this situation. I am having a disc bulge, I'm having a prolapse, I'm trying to do floor exercises. I understand my fat loss is stuck at the moment, but I'm not disappointed, I'm not discouraged. I'm taking it in a sense that maybe I need to discover something more, something new. But even if it's for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I am doing it. So please, guys, it's for you, it's for your health that's going to make a change. So, Namo Narayana.